Can you hear me? Do let me know. Good evening, everybody. I hope we're doing well. Okay. Can you please let me know if you can hear me okay? I'm not seeing anything as yet on my side. Just hoping I can be seen and heard. Okay, let's just move that up. Okay. Oh, I've got lots of comments. Oh, great, I can be seen and heard. Right. Good evening to you all. Hi, Missy. Yes, I have your email. I will be showing that very shortly. It looks absolutely beautiful. Hi, Anna Karen. Hi, Katinka. Hi, Patsy. I have your email too. Hi, Christine, Adria. Who else have we got in? Jeannie. Hi, Jeannie. Oh, you're still working on Beachcomber Bounty. Hi, Ava. Silver Stitches, Esther, Rosemary, Betsy, who's stitching on Pandemic, Jodie. Hi, Jodie. Nice to see you. How are you doing? Laurie, Mrs. Miggins, Sandy, and I think I've seen you in here, Esther. Yeah. Well, I'm good, thank you. How are you all doing this evening? It's a lovely, believe it or not, warm evening here. It's the 2nd of June and we finally got some warmer weather. So as you can see, I've got Envy out and I've been having a bit of a stitch on her today. 1,020 in so far. So yeah. Have you all seen my Instagram with my Maui Princess progress? Got 3 corners in on her. Woo! Not far away from that F word to finish. Silver Stitch is not working on anything much this week. It's going to be busy. Mrs. Miggins, not sunny in Norfolk, not warm then I take it. Laurie stitching on the Deadly Aquarium cell. Jodie, doing better, thank you. Grandbaby's pneumonia is way better, going back to daycare tomorrow. Oh, that's fantastic news. I'm glad, Jodie, that things have turned a corner. It's lovely to see you back in the lives. Don't know if you know, by the way, but I am doing a live stream this Wednesday as well at 7:30. So I don't know how that sort of chimes with you and your timings, but if you're able to join me this time on Wednesday, doing a midweek live stream. Adria, you're doing well, but taking a night off from stitching. Have you anything else in your hands, Adria? Any crocheting or knitting or anything like that? Or are you just relaxing? Started raining in Scotland. Well, we don't want any more rain here. I've been trying to do the garden and it's a bit of a trial when the grass is wet. My grass is quite long because I hate gardening and the wet weather hasn't improved matters. My garden would only be improved with a grenade. It's a bit of a jungle out there. In fact, I'm pretty sure that there'll be a bit of wildlife in it. But there you go. Can't count this evening. Lovely warm and sunny day in Wales. Fantastic. Yeah, happy dance indeed, Jodie. I am about 15,000 stitches away from done on Maui Princess. So, barring some sort of disaster, it will be done by the end of this month. So I'm really quite excited about that. it's started in March 2022. So to have her done, it's going to be quite something. 217,000 stitches in it. And I have done 203,200. So there's 14,000 left to go exactly. Woohoo! So happy. Okay. Hi, Kim in Florida. How are you doing? I bet you've got all the lovely, nice weather. Patsy will be joining me. So will you, Jodie. That'd be nice. Already getting a few people ready for Wednesday. Sandy stitching on Gigi Nora Corbett. Lovely. Silver Stitches hopes for the weather to continue for at least the next 3 weeks. Oh, I'd hope for it for longer than that. Holiday for 2 in June. Lovely. Yes, it will show, Stitch Pal, Patricia. Yes, the estimated now is 224 stitches a day and early August for a finish. But yeah, it'll be done long before then, because I really, really do want her done. So, yeah, Silver Stitches, I do remember you saying, yes, you're off to the Isle of Wight, aren't you? I do hope you have a lovely time. I've got Andy here with me.
Hello.
He's busy tapping on his keyboard. So, there we go. The girls are both in. Hannah's watching a movie. Lauren, is she in the bath or is she in her room?
Yeah,
Lauren's in the bath. Silver Stitches says, hi, Andy, how are you?
Good.
Yeah, he's doing good, aren't you, love?
Yeah.
And so does Patricia, Jodie, and Adria. So there you go. You look, you see, you've got your fan club on here too, love.
I know.
Woohoo. It's been a happy sort of day today. So you may have noticed I went and got a manicure yesterday. So we've gone from pink to this bluish teal colour, which is quite nice. I sat next to a lady in the nail studio. Oh, Esther also says hi.
Hi.
In the nail salon, who was having to have hers taken off because she was going into hospital. And she shared with me that she's having a portion of a lung removed and some cancer treatment. So I know that she probably wouldn't be watching this, but, you know, my thoughts and my prayers are with her. And I do hope she comes out the other side. So, yeah, she's looking to be in hospital for about 10 days. It was nice to have a little chat with her and wish her well. You know, sometimes, you know, when you're sat in a nail bar, you can get in a conversation with people and it can be interesting. Yeah, it's a lovely colour, this. Yeah, I think she will be. I mean, she says she's going to be in there for at least 10 days. I think a week to 10 days. And it was funny because as me and Hannah were coming back through, we'd been to the nail bar, we'd gone and done a bit of shopping. And as we came back through the town, I kind of bumped into her again and gave her a little wave type of thing. I just kind of wondered, you know, now, am I going to see her again? Because you never know, do you? But yeah, I just send all my love and best wishes and just hope that she's okay. Oh. So I've got a couple of emails come through. Patsy and Missy have both sent me some emails today with some beautiful progress pictures of what they are working on. I will just thread this one up and then I will show you. We'll start with Patsy's because one came in earlier. Oh, dear, oh dear. Okay. There's my emails. So Patsy's been working on a flag, and it's a saltire because she's in Scotland, and it's absolutely stunning. Check this out, ladies and gents. I don't know if Dan's in tonight. How fabulous does that look? Hi, Red. Look at that, eh? Isn't that just stunning? It's absolutely superb, Patsy. Look at that, Andy.
Cool. I like it.
It's absolutely stunning. Patsy, can you remind me what the pattern is? I know I've seen it in several places, and I know that it's one of the, is it the flag around the world thing where people can put in their own flag? You know, because I've seen it with the USA flag, I've seen it with Pride, I've seen it with very other countries' flags. So yeah, do remind us of what that name is. It's absolutely awesome, Patsy. You should be rightly so very, very proud of yourself for that. And then we had the lovely Missy, who's been working on something ever so slightly different. We've been working on some embroidery, and she's working on a jacket, which she's put some embroidery on. And isn't that just stunning? There's more pictures. Let me just scroll to the next one. That's the other sleeve. There's embroidery leaves and flowers down the sleeve. And then let's go to the next one. And this is, it looks to be the back. And how awesome is that? Now, embroidery is not something that I've mastered. I've done it, but I'm definitely an amateur at embroidery. But Missy, this is beautiful. And you know, is the jacket for yourself or is it for somebody else? Because if it's a gift for somebody, they should be absolutely stunned to receive it. I would be. The time and effort and work that goes into something like that. Ah, that's it. Quaker tiles. That's it. Yes, it looks like it's a denim jacket. Hi, Cheryl. Ah, it's for yourself. Fantastic. It's absolutely beautiful, Missy. So thank you ever so much, ladies, to you both, sending me an email and sharing with me what you've been doing. I absolutely love to see things like that. And it's wonderful of you to let me share them too. And, you know, I just love seeing progress. And I think, you know, certainly, you know, in these cases, we've got two very different pieces that deserve their recognition for the beauty and the work that's gone into them. So, well, very well done to both of you, ladies. Yeah, gorgeous, gorgeous. Oh. Let's have a look. I think I might have a message on Facebook. Catherine. Hi, Catherine. Ah, she's got me on the big box today. Waving at you on the big box, Catherine. Hope you're doing well. She says hi to everyone. Are you working on the SS Battle, Catherine? You just saw your flag on the telly. Cool. Missy has been stitching on it on and off for the last 2 years. I take it that you're nearing a finish on it, Missy. Or if not, is it finished? Or it's certainly beautiful. Hi, Sunny Days. Working on John Elliott's Water Goddess. One of your older whips, and you want to get to 60% today. Just need a bit more than 100 stitches. Come on, Sunny Days, I'm with you. You can do it. I've done just over 1,000 on this today, and I've also got 300 in on the princess today too. I had 2 days last week where I got 2,500 stitches in on my princess, because I was off on annual leave this week, and some of my other plans got shelved. So stitchy time it was. And you know, when you see it on FlossTube on Tuesday, you'll certainly see a lot of difference. A lot of difference. I'm at 93% now, so whoo-hoo, ever so close, ever so close. Silver Stitches, has anyone seen the new Pulse Stitches design? It's so beautiful. What's on it, Silver Stitches? What's the design of? Missy still has left sleeve to do, so hoping to be finished in July so it can come on holiday. Brilliant. Thanks, Patricia. Oh, by the way, weight loss this week, another 1.5 pounds off. So getting there, slowly but surely. 23 pounds now to go to get to my goal. So I was very happy. I've changed up some of the things that I eat this week. I am very much a creature of habit. And I will think nothing of going days having the same breakfast, same lunch, the same tea. I'll think nothing of it. But I've changed things up just a little bit this week, and I think it kind of seems to have helped. So barreling down on that goal. When I get to the 23 pounds lost, my BMI will then be in the normal bracket. So let's see, 85.5 pounds lost so far, another 23 to go. So that is 108.5 pounds that I'm aiming to lose in total, which is a small person, isn't it? Well, it's probably an average person, 108 pounds. And I feel so much better. I was talking to my stepdad today. You know, I was saying to him that there are lots of little victories. Like when I'm sat here and I'm not filming, I can actually cross my legs and it not hurt. My bottom leg doesn't go dead. What else was I saying to him that I could do? Oh, getting in and out of the bath. You know, simple pleasure, isn't it? You know, getting in and out of the bath is no longer a chore. It's, you know, lots of non-scale victories. Silver Stitches, it's called Geisha Lady. So long, flowing, colourful clothes and an elegant woman. One might have to go and have a look at that. June, I will be doing some thought and preparation for next year. I'll also be looking at a mid-year whip parade at the end of June, and then some thought as to narrowing down my 12 kits. So A busy June coming up, but I'm off to London next weekend. But fear ye not, I will still be doing the live on Sunday. But I'm off to London with Andy filming, and I should probably take the so I don't get burnt out on her. I shall leave my princess at home, but I should probably take my Lord of the Rings stained glass with me, because it's all black that I'm doing on it. So, and I do plan, by the way, when I down to my last 400 stitches on Maui Princess, on finishing her on a live. So, as we did with Autumn Waltz, my Princess will also be finished on a live with you ladies and gents. If Dan's in, because he's not spoke up yet. If he is. Hi, Cheryl, diamond painting and trying to finish 2. Lovely. Hannah's been doing some diamond painting the last day or so, but then the cat keeps trying to interfere. She tried to knock the pen out of her hand. She sat on Hannah's diamond painting, messed about with the little trays of diamonds and little bags of diamonds that she's got. She's a little minx, she really is. So Hannah has to fight the cat to do a diamond painting at the moment. And Hannah has had finally some good news. First of all, her dental abscess that she had last week has now settled down. The antibiotics have done their job, but we're still trying to get her in to a dentist. There's a severe shortage of NHS dentists. And she does qualify for free treatment. But her little part-time job that she secured last November, she is doing her first day tomorrow. So she is into the realm of work.
At last.
Patricia says, lucky me. I take it that's for London. Well, we'll be staying in a hotel in Barking in East London, and then we'll just travel in and out by tube. And yeah, if you're on my Instagram, I will endeavour to put some pictures up on Instagram and also on Facebook as well. So yeah, so the live stream finish for My Princess, when I do it, I will pop it in the title as well that it's for a finish. So it'll be live stream whatever My Princess finish, so you know that it's particularly this one. Let's see. Cats are good at stopping us doing what we want. Absolutely, Adria, and ours is no exception. She's definitely a cat that if she's not being paid attention to, she'll do what she can, but then she rejects the attention. She's a very strange cat, she really is. We've got her a little, like a cat pen. She's an indoor cat, but she keeps wanting to go outside. So we've got her like an outdoor pop-up tent thing. So if the weather's nice enough in the summer, when I say in the summer, we're supposed to be in summer now. Today's been a fairly nice day, but as the weather improves and it's not too hot for her, we're going to aim to let her be outside in the fresh air for a bit. Although I'm not confident enough to let her roam because she's an indoor cat and I wouldn't want to lose her. Thanks, Sandy. I'll pass that on. Hi, Caroline. Not late at all. Nobody's ever late to one of my lives, my lovely. I hope you're well. And do let us know what you're working on. As you can see, I've got Envy out today. Thoroughly enjoying a bit of a stitchy sesh with her. We've got lots more of the bodice in today. I take my cat with a harness and leash. She's got two harness and leashes. She hates them both. She's got a very thin one, and then she's got one of those one that's like padded, more like a dog harness, but it's actually a cat one, but it's a wide one. She hates them both. Hi, Kashi. Nice to see you. What is it Gandalf says about being late? A wizard is never late, Frodo Baggins. Nor is he early. He arrives exactly when he's supposed to, or something along those lines. Speaking of Gandalf, I'm on a Lord of the Rings group on Facebook, and somebody was asking if anybody had a clear resolution image of the Middle-earth map. Now, I'm doing the Tilton one, but what they wanted was the original artwork one, the Tolkien artwork, which of course I don't have. I've just got the Tilton interpretation. And I actually got into a conversation with somebody on there about it and showed him the one ring that I have as well, the one to rule them all that I have, which is on my start list for next year. And they were just sort of blown away. That's it, Silver Stitches. Yeah, a wizard is never late, Frodo Baggins, nor is he early. He arrives precisely when he means to. That's it. I can just hear Ian McKellen. I love Ian McKellen as an actor. Sir Ian McKellen, to give him his proper name. Oh. So yes, I think certainly when I finish the map, which is a way off yet, when I finish the one ring, or the one to rule them all, I have a feeling I'll be showing that off in my Lord of the Rings group. Ooh, just bought the Marauders map. Where did you get that one from Patsy? Lauren loves Harry Potter. Oh, good. I'm glad you're getting better. I'm currently working on Haid Together We Stand. Lovely. Oh, Etsy. Might have to have a look for that, Patsy. Could be a contender for one of my vacant slots for next year. Don't think I have many vacant slots, though. Waiting for my Gecko Rouge club voucher now. And once I've done that, then I shall definitely be making the list when I've made the order. I am still humming and hawing about home in the mountains. Yeah, I quite like Harry Potter too, and I think Andy's a bit of a fan, aren't you, love? Mm-hmm. Yes, I just don't know if I've got room though for another massive project, because home in the mountains would be a really big one, wouldn't it? And I don't like to leave anything behind. Oh, thanks, Caroline. Yeah, it's lovely, this one. And she seems to stitch up so well. Mind you, so did Avarice. Avarice had a lot more dress, though. Heck of a lot of dress on Avarice. If I did a cross stitch of anything fictional right now, it's Pemberley, Mr. Darcy's home. Preferably with a wet shirted Mr. Darcy in it somewhere. Oh, thanks, Patsy. I'll have a look at that. Got another message from Catherine. Noticed your needle minder. I got one with the pattern Belle the Highland Cow. Yeah, it's one I got from Pain Free Crafts, that one. Oh, you're working on London, Catherine. Oh, that's gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Is that the Marchetti one? Do let me know. I think it is Marchetti, isn't it? Ah, bless you, Patsy. But thank you for that. Like I said, I've still got some, I think I've got at least 2 slots. But yeah, I think it's going to be a quandary in how am I going to fill these spots. I might stick in a couple of non-full coverages, actually, because I have got a Mirabilia and a Nora. Oh, that's useful to know, Patsy. Thank you. Pattern keeper compatible. Keep everything in the same place or in one place. I have another model stitch coming this week. That'll keep me out of trouble. I almost missed the email. My phone has been playing up something rotten. In fact, I'm tempted to restore it back to factory settings and see if that helps. Emails came through on Thursday and my Fitbit statistics wouldn't update and all kinds of stuff were going wrong with it. And I just happened to be on my laptop in my email inbox for something on Friday. And I noticed that I got an email from the editor who wanted me to do another model stitch. And I'm like, gee, thanks, phone, for telling me. Oh, cheers, Patsy. I'll have a peek at that. Oh, I've got one from Silver Stitches too, showing the new pole stitches. Oh, that's pretty. Let me just show that. Look at that one. Geisha Lady. How lovely is that? I love the hair. Oh, wow. That looks amazing as well, Patsy. Don't know how well you see this on camera, the Marauders map. But yeah, that looks good. Yes, I might have to go and take a look at that one. Harry Potter, of course, would be something different, wouldn't it? Thanks, ladies. Thank you for sharing those. That Paul Stitch's geisha is gorgeous. My sister would quite like that. I did her a stitching a few years back of Sayuri from Memoirs of a Geisha. In fact, I can access Facebook on my tablet. Hold on and I'll show you. For a birthday a few years ago. And that was quite a nice stitch. Let's see. Oh, no. Photos. I had to go back a fair way. It's been a while. Oh, there it is. It was. Well, it doesn't say when, but here's a picture of it framed. So I did that for my sister a good few years ago now. But yeah, she still has that sitting in her living room, I think. Could be wrong. Okay. You could always just start one every 4 weeks when you could, then you could do 13. Brilliant. Not that you're enabling me or anything, Patsy, eh? Silver Stitches, I want to cross-stitch all the doctors from Doctor Who, but the problem is with that, by the time I finish there, it'd be 3 other new doctors after the current one. Yeah. We could get into a debate about who the best doctor was, couldn't we? I quite like David Tennant, but I also like Christopher Eccleston. I thought he was quite good as Doctor Who. Maybe you would, Patsy, maybe you wouldn't. Yeah, so yeah, from Catherine, yeah, the London piece she's stitching is the Ciro Marchetti one. Thought so, thought I could recognise his work. See, that's the problem. I've been stitching that long and watching FlossTube that long and browsing stitching websites that long. You know, I can kind of recognise artists now. Well, some of them anyway. You've met 3 doctors, Silver Stitches. Well, I have met the second or third cousin twice removed or something of one of them. And that's Lewis Capaldi, because he is a distant relation of Peter Capaldi. So that's as close to a Doctor Who as I get. Perhaps you didn't watch Doctor Who, too much suspense, can't handle that. Some of the ones with David Tennant and Christopher Eccleston weren't so bad, you know, for the suspense, I don't think. They were quite sort of varied in the content as well. But I don't like, you know, when the story sort of goes over 2 or 3 episodes, that kind of thing. For me, Doctor Who has to be like 1 story per episode. Yes, there'll always be a common thread that runs through the entire series, like with Bad Wolf Bay and, you know, that kind of thing. But, or Bad Wolf, should I say, and that kind of thing. But no, I do prefer it a story per episode. Laurie likes John Pertwee, David Tennant. Adria liked Christopher Eccleston also. He seemed to have that haunted look from the Time War. Yeah. Patsy's elder sister was terrified of Daleks. Glorified tin cans. I've met in order Peter Davison, Sylvester McCoy, and Colin Baker, and also met Davros and Sophie Aldred, who played Ace. Fantastic. Well, I met Lewis Capaldi 3 times. In fact, I met him before he was famous in the lead mill in Sheffield. Remember that, Andy?
Yeah.
Me telling him that he was going to be famous, and he's like, yeah, I don't think that's going to happen. Oh, my God. What, 6 months later when Bruises blew up?
Mm-hmm.
Then I saw him again in Leeds and I said, I told you were going to be famous. Then I saw him again in Leeds and Hannah was with me that time and she told him off for swearing. That was quite funny. You have a potty mouth, she said. I'm really sorry, he said. She went, that's all right. Yeah, Hannah told Lewis Capaldi off for having a potty mouth. Silver Stitch has several autographs from various companions and other bits and bobs. Oh, super fan then. Way to go, Hannah. I'm not enamoured with Lewis Capaldi. He's a really, really lovely guy. Very, very funny. But each to their own, isn't it? Wouldn't be life if we all liked the same things. Am I gonna go now? Let's try that one. Cracky, is Lauren still in the bath? Back to school for her tomorrow. Back to work for me, sadly. But only a 4-day week because London on Friday and then a 4-day week next week because we're going Friday to Sunday, but I'm having Monday off too. Fingers crossed for you there, Silver Stitches. You might get lucky and have a bath. That's why I could never have a house that just had a shower, because I do like a bath. My stepdad just has a shower, and I don't think he could get in or out of a bath these days. I mean, he's in his 80s. But I do think he does miss having a bath. Ground floor flat, yeah. My stepdad's in a first floor flat. He has to have he has a stair lift, because he's not very good on his legs, bless him. He's got arthritis in his knees. So he uses the stair lift quite a lot these days. Some days are better than others. But, you know, he still tries to get about, just takes his time. Stitching cat hair into this. Still comes over here for his Sunday dinner, and Hannah takes the dog for a good walk for him to tire her out. We had a picky tea today. So we had, you know, lots of, I made a quiche, and we had some nice bread and meats and pickles and salad and all that kind of thing. The girls enjoyed it, as did Andy, as did my stepdad. And then we all had a treat for pudding. We had scones with clotted cream and jam. And I had one and thoroughly enjoyed it. Have I gone blurry? That's better. You know what I'm doing now, don't you, Patsy? Thinking about you saying I could start one every 4 weeks and have 13 new starts. I stole the cupboard in the bedroom next to the bathroom and got a bath fitted. Good idea, Patsy, that. I saw a house up in Scotland for sale, somewhere up in Aberdeenshire. Postcode started AB55. Don't know if that's anywhere up near your neck of the woods, but it was a 5-bedroom stone-built villa in its own grounds. It had like 3 reception rooms, a lounge, a dining room, a kitchen, a study, a conservatory, and 5 bedrooms. It was really beautiful. Come up on an advert on Facebook. And they wanted, I think, 350,000 for it, which, to be fair, for a 5-bed property, that's really cheap. And I was like, oh, if only I had that sort of money. But I don't know sort of what's in AB55. I know it's up in Aberdeenshire somewhere, but
Hang on. Hang on, I'll tell you. AB55.
Yeah.
Keith.
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 Never heard of that. Well, I probably have, but you know.
Okay, so Keith is just south of Elgin.
Right.
And not far away from that bit where the land sort of comes down from Wick and then turns right, that little bump that sticks out. So it's kind of midway between Inverness and Aberdeen.
All right, okay. What's the catch? Well, I couldn't see one on the photos. It looked ready to move into. Really nice kitchen. Nice bathroom. One of those big baths that stands on its own 4 feet with like a telephone shower thingy on the end of it, and a separate shower as well. Had plenty of little cloak. He had, 2 or 3 cloakrooms dotted about as well, so it was plenty spacious enough. Couldn't find the catch, but there you go. Apparently, it's not far from Elgin. Patsy's asking, is that up at the Black Isle? Don't know. Not a clue. But you know what? If I had 350,000, or I was able to raise 350,000, I'd have gone for that, because my stepdad and that could have moved in and all. Mind you, I don't think he'd want to move from Rotherham, if I'm honest.
I hate writing about estate villages. I really do. They're so hard to understand because you have to delve into the family history, and I just can't do that. It's not easy to do. And this one's really confusing. Because there's like 3 names all mixed together.
You'll get there. Just have a quick peek at over Facebook, see if anything else is happening. I don't think there is. I think we are good. Okay. Hey, Lauren's finally out of the bath. She's probably been watching something, and sounds like she's got a phone with her. So. Whew. Yeah. So yeah, Andy's been down in Nottinghamshire this week, ain't you, love?
Yeah.
And then we're off to sunny London this weekend. We'll see what's happening down in the Big Smoke. We've not been there for a while. London in May is quite nice.
London in May is quite nice.
Yeah. It's not too warm. Nothing's warm this year, but you know. Get this arm filled in. I've got Stitch With Me to two Stitch With Me's I'll be filming this week. One will be with She Sleeps. That'll be tomorrow's. Well, I'll film it tomorrow for release on Wednesday. And then Wednesday, I shall film one with Stitching Shelf for release on Friday. So that's the shape of my week. But of course, Wednesday night, I'll be doing my live. Oh, actually, will I be releasing my Stitch With Me on Wednesday? I might push that back to Thursday.
Oh, that's 4 years, not 3.
And then release the second one on Saturday. Because of the live. And on the live stream, I shall probably be working on my princess. Because I think I said if I put my Wednesday live streams as the closest to a finish, then I'm not wondering which project to use on it. I found I couldn't lounge in the bath even if I wanted to, just got bored and got on with it. Besides, when I had to share a bath with 7 people who don't have time to lounge about. True. That's very true. I'm one of those that gets in, gets washed, gets out. Andy likes a little soap. A big bath, Patricia, I think. So you get 7 fitting in. You need a bath the size of a submarine. Katinka, can you tell us what your rotation is going to be like next year when you have all your new starts? Will you still have all your old whips in it? Yes, I will. So what will happen is I carry on doing a rotation as is. So, like, say, for example, I was working on Envy, and the next one in rotation is She Sleeps. And then the one after that would be Stitching Shelf. So if I pick a new piece, say after Envy, and before She Sleeps, that's the place it will have in the rotation. So it will just slot in there. So then instead of being Envy followed by She Sleeps, it would be Envy, New Start, She Sleeps. And then I'd work on Stitching Shelf, Lord of the Rings, Sailing Fairy, and then because I work on 4 a week, that would then make the 4, wouldn't it, with the New Start? Then the following week, I'd start off with Daughter of the Deep, then New Start, whichever one that would be, then Night Cafe, and so on and so forth. So they will just slot in wherever they crop up in the rotation, if that makes sense. Hey, chicken.
Yep.
Are you all clean? Did the water get cold?
Not really.
Not really. Ah, cool. I'm glad about that. Perhaps it does make sense. So yeah, so these rotation pieces will continue. I'm not going to add them into the end, onto the end of the rotation. I will add them in as and when they come up. It's probably a better way of putting it, isn't it? But I shall probably put them all on a picker wheel to pick whichever new start it is that I start on that particular week. Well, my initial plan is to do one weekly for the first 12 weeks. I'll probably draw it on my floss tube, I would have thought. And then for the Stitch With Me that I'd be filming on a Wednesday stroke Thursday, pardon me, office day dependent, that's when I would start it on a Stitch With Me. But I might just be persuaded to do 13 anyway, for the first 13 weeks or for the first quarter, adding a new start every week. Of course, when I've got Maui Princess finished, I'll be down to 8 whips. And if She Sleeps is then the next one on the contender for the Focus on a Finish, might be very close to a finish by the end of the year. Because She Sleeps ain't all that big. She Sleeps has 148,000 stitches, well, just shy of 149,000 stitches. And as it stands today, there's 117,600 to go.
Still a lot.
So, I mean, Maui Princess has come on hugely since the start of the year. In fact, let me have a look. I write everything down. Right, Maui Princess was at 70.99% at the beginning of the year. I wonder how many stitches that would be. Can I change that percent? Oh no. Not written how many stitches that is. Do you know maths, Andy? What's 70% of 217,000?
Hold on. Calculators were invented for this moment. 151,900.
So I've only done like 70,000 stitches on it this year, won't I? By the time I finished it. Ponder, ponder. Oops. But of course, She Sleeps will become my travel project too, because I'll take it into office and stuff. And what I'll do is exactly like I've done with Princess and start the day with 200 stitches on it, 300 on a weekend. It's lovely when things are getting close to onto a finish. Such a sense of achievement. You can hear crunching. Lauren's eating Pringles.
Of course. Lauren likes Pringles.
Pringles and TikTok.
Mm-hmm. Although at the moment I am watching videos on Facebook from a creator that I follow on TikTok.
All right, okay.
So I'm not actually on TikTok.
Life story, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Let's hedge this in a little bit. Trying to find weather predictions for holiday dates, so I know what to pack. Seems they can't predict it properly. No, can't predict it properly. Anyway, I'd just be prepared for every eventuality. I just used to take when I go away, just take a nice mix of separates. Dresses, trousers, tops, or leggings, tops. Take a light jacket, a cardigan, swimming stuff. Even if it chucks it down, you probably won't be needing a heavy jacket. Mrs. taking a break from French knots. Have to do about 500 to fill in the sunflower centre. Oof. Rather you than me, Missy. I'm not a French knot fan. I'm all right at them. They're not my favourite thing. Not by any stretch of the imagination. $3.10. I can do them, but I have to decide yet if I enjoy them or hate them. Yeah. We'll see what it's like when it comes to the project, utilising a lot of them. I think somewhere I've got an anchor kit. It's an embroidery kit, and it's a sheep. And the sheep is pure French knots. And then there's some other things, just like bullion knots and stuff, and other speciality embroidery stitches. The kit still remains unopened. Oh. The thing about this Lugana, it doesn't always, the threads split so easily. A needle doesn't always land in the hole. I think when I go to the big stitch, if I find a vendor that's selling ball tip needles, I'm going to have some. Let's see if they're any good. Certainly for this piece. I have more problems going through the weave on this one than any other. Missy, don't mind doing them. I love the look and feel of them. Yeah. They are beautiful, don't get me wrong. And certainly worth it when you're finished. I think I did a flower fairy once that had quite a lot in. But they can be a bit tedious after a while. I've had some on a model stitch as well. That was a challenge, trying to get them all to look the same on a model stitch. Because obviously it was, you know, when they go back, they go to be photographed and were able to be published in magazines and so on. And I was just like, yeah, not sure about these French knots, but I didn't get any complaints, so they must have been okay. Oh, thanks, Missy. Send me a mail to buy the ball tip needles at a fair price. Yep, lovely.
Getting there with this.
Oh, cool. I'm quite looking forward to going to the big stitch. I have a few pennies put aside for spends.
Something about the windmill.
Looking forward to meeting a few people. There's going to be a few people who I know via online there, including Sarah from Pain Free Crafts, because even though I've done work for her, I've never actually met her face to face, but that's all going to change. She's staying in a hotel a few minutes walk away from where I live. So when I say a few minutes, it's about a 25-minute walk. And I should probably go and, you know, have maybe a meal or a drink with her. And then I'll get to see her at the big stitch as well. Oh, I say, Lauren, that come from your boots. Oh my goodness.
Blimey, Lauren.
Do apologise for my windy child.
I know. I wouldn't know. You're not even mine.
Close enough.
It's all the bad habits from me, don't you? Well,
Both Adria and Patsy say better out than in. Better out via a burp than the other way and all.
I have no choice.
Still stinks though.
oh dear, kid.
What is true?
Shoots from the hip, this one.
You just don't care, do you?
No.
No.
Just see Morgan Freeman. I don't get it.
Mm-hmm.
Wonder if the cat's made friends with Hannah yet.
Yeah, I can confirm this.
So by the looks of the comments earlier, sounds like there'll be a few of you in on the Wednesday live, which will be nice. Get to break up the week with a stitchy sesh, eh? And we'll see how it goes. If it's popular, we'll be live twice a week. You're trying to get into the bottom of that Pringles jar. Cool. Patricia, yeah. And Kashi, yeah, definitely. I shall pop a reminder on my community page as well for anybody that's not made it tonight. 632. After this live, I'm going to get myself a Bailey's on the rocks and read romantic fiction, then sleep. I hope the romantic fiction helps me have nice dreams. Sounds like a plan there, Silver Stitches. I've had a couple of very strange dreams recently. You know, when you wake up and you immediately forget about what you dreamed about, but you know it was weird. Those kinds of dreams. Come on. After this live, I'm going to go get tucked up in bed and just relax. Well, I probably will go up about 10 o'clock, like I usually do. She sleeps ready for the morning. Put my princess back on so she can get her 300 stitches in, or 200 stitches in straight away. I'm ready for she sleeps. Did you guys also see Komari has started another piece? She's not quite finished Once Upon a Fairy Tale yet. I think she's got about 100,000 stitches to go or something. Maybe less. But she started another piece. It's really pretty. Although last time I saw it on her stream, it was just like a beige coloured blob. But it'll be really pretty when it's done. I did think that she was monogamous, but obviously not. I can't find her channel. Can you put up a link? Let me have a look. Oh, I don't want to lose that tab. I found a new floss tuber that I'm having a look at. Just bear with me 2 ticks. Komari. She does mainly live streams, Patsy. But there's the channel link for you. Kashi, I'm still persevering being monogamous. What are you working on? I still have slots to fill for next year. Adrian, the Speechy Stitches, it won't take her long. No, it won't. I can remember watching her on the very first one, putting the first stitches into that bookshelf. And I haven't watched every video and every minute of every video, but I have jumped in and had a look at periodically and just been blown away. I mean, I think I stitch fast, but blimey. Disintegration. Is that a Haid piece, Kashi? Silver Stitches, I also hope in the next sale, Haid sale, will be able to purchase all 7 Deadly Sins. You know, it would be really nice if there was a compilation of all of them. I've got one on my Facebook cover photos album. Somebody actually did put an image up of all of them in one, but it's not a released pattern, which is a great shame. Ah, Stephanie Poy-Munro.
Oh, that's a familiar name.
Yeah, She Sleeps is a Stephanie Poy-Munro. Oh, close to 50%, Kashi. Come on, we're cheering you on. 47.93. It's only a short while away, isn't it? I'm still chomping Pringles. Don't know if you can hear it. You're making Patsy hungry.
Have I finally finished this one?
She's not listening. She's still busy watching TikTok.
I may have.
Andy's finished his script.
Flintham, very difficult one. Even though I actually know it, because I used to do some work there before. Quite difficult dealing with the Hildyards and Blackbournes and Thorotons. An old abandoned building which you would have been all over, Nikki.
All right.
Oh yes. The old officers' mess of RAF Sister, which should have been demolished by now.
She's making me hungry and all, Patsy.
What?
You chomping on them flipping Pringles.
That one out of the way, the other should be easy.
Laurie, I have a huge head that I want to start. Never done full coverage. Watching you do yours makes me think it's not that hard. No, it's not. What I would say, Laurie, is pick a method. I mean, doing mine the way I am by not having this particular one, by not working block by block and things. I'm not getting any lines or anything like that. But yeah, just, especially if it's something like a bookshelf, because of all the little motifs, I would just see it as lots of little finishes. But you just take it one section at a time and don't let it overwhelm you. Hi, Nerdy Stitcher, how are you? I mean, I do stitch non-full coverage, as you know, but I do love stitching full coverage. Sweaty. Well, not so bad, thanks. Not so bad. Just gone through the thread. Cashier, change my method all the time, can't stick to something. I have different methods in different pieces. I mean, if you look at some of my Stitch With Me's, you'll see how I've got one where I'm colour completing all the black. I've got one where I'm working typewriter. I've got a couple where I'm working that. I've got one where I'm working in like a set size of square, and you know, so on and so forth. Have you done now?
Yeah.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
The only one I don't do is Royal Rose.
Pray tell, what's Royal Rose?
10 stitches wide by 20 stitches down. Sort of like a working little oblongs parking.
Why is that called Royal Rose?
Because the person who invented it or did it first or showed it first as a method is a lady called Alison Royal.
Hey, the more you know.
It's almost 90 Fahrenheit here and I have a headache from being out in it, lol. I'm drinking water. Oh dear. Do remind me, whereabouts are you? I can't remember. That's it. Lauren's gone upstairs now and stopped chomping. Minx is making me hungry. And Patsy says, look at you, because she's got rain in Scotland. Oh, my ears. Oh, I see a house swap coming up for you and Patsy then. If you're somewhere nice and warm. I'm not in the least bit heat tolerant. Colorado, that's it. See, I'm more heat tolerant than I am cold tolerant. Andy's more cold tolerant than heat tolerant.
Mm-hmm.
But we both like spring and autumn, don't we? It's just right. Oof. That sound does sound brutal, Nerdy Stitcher. Ah, you see, look, this could be the thing with you and Patsy. Are you booking flights, Patsy? Are you having a look? If it's -10 Fahrenheit with no wind and you go out for a walk not wearing a lot of layers, you would fit in right well in the UK. You truly would. Oh my days. Oh, Missy, I've got your link. Thank you very much. Should have a hat, sunscreen, lotion, and lots of water if you visit, Patricia. Yeah. Silver Stitches, cold makes me want to hibernate, spring and summer, gal me. Yeah. Jodie, are you enjoying your new kitchen? Oh, yes. My new kitchen is fabulous. Sit there when I'm working in my dining area, just looking and admiring my kitchen. I absolutely love it. Andy loves it. The girls love it. My stepdad loves it. It was worth the upheaval. I do enjoy spring, but seasons kind of melt together here, and autumn is usually pretty hot. Ah, you see, our spring and autumns aren't usually too bad. Patricia, she can do that. So she's got her bags packed already, Nerdy Stitcher. I bet you she's on. What's that flights website called where it's the last minute jobs? Oh, Andy's not listening. He's stuck in YouTube. I'm pretty sure there's a last minute flight booking thing. Sky Scanner? Sky Scanner? Where you can book cheap flights. I'm pretty sure Patsy's already on it. A horrible hailstorm a few days ago. We find out tomorrow if our roof shingles or toast. Oh dear. So really, Nerdy City, you only have winter and summer. So it's extreme heat or extreme cold. Yeah, Jodie, it did. And I'm just really, really happy because, as I said, you know, I mean, I didn't want to borrow anything to do it. So I didn't. I saved up and I paid for it. And I had it my way. And I'm quite proud of it. So the problem in Scotland is only one season, and that's the rain. I've heard Scotland is rather wet. Lots of storms in Texas too. Patsy is at the airport. That's dedication, because she's still watching my stream. A lot of my ancestors come from there. Maybe the cold tolerance is genetic. Yeah, could be. I hate getting cold, hard to handle Canadian winters sometimes. Yeah, I don't like the cold. I can't stand it, especially if my feet are cold. I'd sooner be too hot because I can have a cup of tea and cool down. You get snow in April, sometimes it can be 85 degrees. It's kind of crazy. Yeah. I've known April in the UK for us to have snow. I've known it in May too. I mean, we had a couple of crazy weeks, sort of April and May time, where it was freezing cold one minute, baking hot the next. Because I turned my heating off usually at the beginning of April. I had to turn it back on, then back off, then back on, then back. And I was just like, this weather needs to make its mind up. Because just when we thought we were turning a corner and getting some warm weather, it went cold again. And it was especially cold when this kitchen was being fitted. Does it feel wonderful to have it all paid for? You should be very proud. Yeah, it does. Silver Stitches, yes, agree. Loving the fact that it's past 9 o'clock and still light and warm enough to have the door open. Yeah. And he's only just closed and locked hours, as is his custom, just after 9. Nerdy Stitchy, you have your own inbuilt heating system. That stitch looks terrible. Just going to oversew it because I'm not bothering to unpick it. Too many bugs to leave anything open here. Oh, right. Oh, dear. Okay, what's a yellow jacket? What kind of bug is it? Ah, Silver Stitches, it comes to us all. Just have to cope with it as best we can. Oh, looks like Patsy might be standing down at the airport. Oh, it's a wasp. Oh, right, okay. I'm pretty sure that Patsy will be standing down at the airport now, turning off Skyscanner, cancelling that transaction. I think it's Skyscanner. I don't mind bugs, it's rats I can't stand. Yeah, no, I'm not particularly bothered by spiders or anything like that. I'm not particularly fond of wasps, don't get me wrong. And I certainly don't like critters like rats or anything. All of a sudden, Scotland seems appealing, eh? I don't think we have those in England so much, if at all. We might have our big hornets and stuff, but still. Right, 3772. Oh, Scotland has midges. Ah, yes. I had a ladybug follow me in today. I was in the garden doing some mowing things. Came in and I felt something on the back of my neck, and it turned out to be a ladybug. Okay, Nerdy Stitcher, what are skeeters and no-see-ums? What are they? Come on, educate me.
What?
Skeeters and no-see-ums.
Hey?
Yeah,
I don't know what you're on about.
no, me neither. Oh, mosquitoes and itty-bitty flying bugs. Ah. So, like your equivalent of a midgie then. Patricia, you might be on that flight, yeah. Oh, yeah, midges do too. Scotland is quite bad for midges in the summer. So, Skeeter of the Muppets is a mosquito. No wonder he was annoying. I saw a horsefly recently. I got bit by one as a kid. It was horrible. Those are the best names I've ever heard of for bugs, yeah. Hi, Lynette. How are you? Good to see you. Just having a talk about North American bugs. No-see-ums are smaller than a gnat and bite like a mosquito. Ooh. Would I be like foolish to Google these? Because if I would, I won't bother. That's why they're called no-see-ums then. You can't see them, that you just itch everywhere. Oh, I'm glad you're recovering well, Lynette. It's your knee, isn't it? I saw the other Lynn with the poorly knee, showed a picture on Facebook of, she's got quite a scar line. I once swallowed a wasp in my mouth. I was sucking it like, oh no. I had a wasp sting me on my first wedding day. It got caught up in the folds of, I had a big white wedding dress, my first marriage. And it got caught up in the folds of my dress. And I moved the dress to go, because my dress was quite wide. And I moved it to go through a door that wasn't so wide. And it stung me on the finger. Oof, I bet it is, Lynette. But are you back mobile again? And are you coping okay? It's quite a big operation. Go on, Nerdy Stitcher. Let's hear your crazy story. This elbow is going to be nearly done. Not quite, but nearly. My mum always put an empty jam jar full of water, empty jar of jam full of water out in the garden. That kept the wasps out of the house. Yeah. So part one, a long time ago, I was walking home from a craft group thing. It was dusk, so I was rushing, took a path through a park, and there were clouds of evil bugs. Some stirred up from the grass, trying to feast upon me, I guess. Anyway, a squadron of bats came around and flew around me, eating the bugs. Ew. I don't know what's worse, the bugs or the bats. I'm not fond of bats. I bet you didn't know where to go, did you? They got pretty close. It didn't hit me, I guess, these echolocation. I'm a huge animal. Yeah. Lynette, you're able to wander around the house without the walker. Brilliant. You know, I don't mind the look of them. I don't mind the fact that they exist in terms of bats. It's just that, you know, when I've seen them, they've got big claws and things, and they can look a bit unkind. And I remember walking through a park when there'd been bats flying about and wasn't particularly happy by that encounter. I wouldn't harm them, but no, given the choice, I'd be saying no to bats. In fact, me and Andy were walking through a park and it was dusk one evening. It was after dusk, actually. And we could see these things flying around in the like street lamps through the park. And Andy's like, look at the birds. I'm like, no, they're not birds, they're bats. Catherine's just come in on Facebook and said something quite funny. Flying teeth. That'd be the no-see-ums. Start of hurricane season where she is. Temps are rising up to the 90s by the end of the week, not including the humidity. The bats probably loved you for stirring up the bugs, yeah. I'd rather be around bats than rats. Yeah, true, true. Bats do stay away from humans. Oh, come on, silly thing. That's it. Received no insect bites. The rats saved me. The bats saved me. Good. Cool. 5 stitches of 372. Where are you? His elbow is nearly done. Yes, it would be the humidity that's the killer, I would imagine. Humid in Texas. It's just warm here. Just nicely warm. It is, isn't it? Green is absolutely gorgeous in this one, Laurie. Three 031. Come on, 3031. Where are you? There. Oh, thunderstorms warning in Budapest. Blimey. You don't feel like stitching? How come? I love a good thunderstorm. Yes, I agree they can be destructive, but I have a decent view of storms where I am. Slight chance of thunderstorms, but the weather today doesn't show anything sinister. Lynette, your needle minder is quite cute. Looks cuddly. However, I don't think I'd like to get stuck with one of those horns. Yeah, it's one from Pain Free Crafts. I think they have the chart that matches it, but this is a random needle minder I got in my Pain Free Crafts kit. Oh, Laurie's got the frog. Oh, heck. Not many stitches, is it, Laurie? Lady Stitcher, are you on Facebook? There's a Facebook group called No More Lost Needles. Ask Lisa if she's got any, if you're on Facebook. Seven, 779. I don't mind cows. Like any animal, if you leave them alone, they'll leave you alone. Having said that, me and Andy did get chased through a field of sheep. That was fun, not. It was, to be fair, it was just after lambing, so I would imagine they were being protective. But still. Oh, heck, Laurie. Mind you, 40 won't take long. And it's the blink of an eye to stitch in 40 back in, isn't it? But keep the frog, okay? Or pass him somewhere else. I'm going to do these few stitches in the bottom of the elbow here, and then I'm going to call it a night on this stream. I'll just tidy up a little bit around the side when I've gone off live. But don't forget, I'll be doing this on Wednesday. So if you are around, Wednesday evening, 7:30 p.m. UK time, let's have a midweek live to break up the monotony. So whomever can join me, that'd be fantastic. And if you can't, it will always be available on replay. So as I finish off this thread and do my last tally up, thank you all for tuning in. Thanks for watching. Thanks for commenting, for chatting, for the emails, for the links, for telling me all your news. It's been another lovely session. I feel like I get to know you all a little bit better each time we do this. It's absolutely fantastic. I'll pop up a reminder in the community tab, but I'll also mention on my floss tube. And 398 stitches. Let's just move in a bit closer so you can see her arm there. Because I can do it now without the flipping zooming in and out rubbish, can't I? So there we go. It's good, doesn't it? Super happy with that. But yeah, thank you all so much. Take care. I'll see you on Wednesday, those of you who are able to make it. If not, I will see you next. That light's terrible. If not, I will see you all next Sunday. Right, take care, everyone. Bye-bye for now.